They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
All right, now look at 56.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
On 1st down, Flowers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Off the play fake. Flowers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, look at 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. It's caught at the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Off play action. Flowers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll run it here. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
All right, now, look at 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
All right, now, look at 56.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 3rd down. Flowers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down. But what an effort to get his hand on that one. Knock it away. And brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All right, now look at this.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback here. Right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Throwing on first down. Flowers. He's got room to run past the 20. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they will finally get him down at the 28. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Gone! Over!
On first and 10, Flowers. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again on second and 10. Flowers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Flowers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for first and 10.
Gone!
On first down, Flowers. Going to throw right side here, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Gone! Detroit!
Throwing on first down, Flowers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Flowers. Now this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come up in a two tight end look here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2.
Got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. 96 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score.
Well, partner, anytime you see a big-time kickoff return, especially one that ends up in the end zone for a touchdown, that's probably the most exciting 10 seconds in the great game of football.
I think it was our friend Ed Brady that told us that one day. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep left, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Flowers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Flowers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Gone! 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 Hot! Hot!
They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gone! Gone! Gone!
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Off play action. Flowers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Gone! 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 Gone!
to throw on third down. Flowers going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They're going to try and throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, Flowers. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Now remember, still time. They can elect to kick it now from back at the 20.
You have to know what you have mentally from your kicker because the extra points have stressed these guys out all across the league. But I think at this stage of the game, I tried him out there and try it from the 20.
Extra point up and through. And that makes it a 28-24 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
Now a handoff looking right. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, 20, and he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This fielded at the 2. And there he goes again. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there, 98 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll go on the ground. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll set up a throw. He's got Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 48, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Leopard.
Check. 53 Mike. Check. 53 Mike.
Detroit. Detroit.
Looking to throw on second down. Flowers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Flowers. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, he does have a good leg, I'll give him that, but not that good.
Not by a long shot.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Gun! 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 Gun!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gone! Detroit! 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Flowers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Four yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Seahawks send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The play fake. Flowers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit!
He's back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off play action. Flowers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on third and long. Flowers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Off the play fake. Flowers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Gun! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Switch.
Gun!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.